Hello, I'm Bill Curtis, inviting you to watch the Philippe Matthews Show.
Stedman, you've been very active with youth. We got to create a pipeline of entrepreneurs for the future. How do you convey what we've just heard on the panel to the youth of tomorrow?
Well, I think what we're talking about, to sum it all up, based on what the panel has said, and everybody has really just honed in on the what I call the foundation. And if you don't have a strong foundation, you can't be more than average. Educational system teaches you how to memorize, take tests, repeat the information back. You get labeled by a grade, and then they give you a piece of paper and say, now go out and make a living. So the process starts, the learning process starts all over again, and we live in a world where we're doing the same thing over and over every single day. So if you did the same thing you did yesterday as you did today as you will do tomorrow, what have you done? Nothing, because you did the same thing. And how long can most people do that for? They do it their whole lives. So they look back and they say, what have I done? I have no more money in the end than I had in the beginning. So the idea of having a foundation, as the panel talked about, understanding who you are, is the critical piece. Otherwise, you can't think. And when you can't think, you can't build. So you have nothing to think about, and you end up turning your power over to the world to define who you are. So the world says, well, if you don't know who you are, let me define you. And they define you by your race, they define you by your gender, they define you by your class, they define you by how much money your parents had and how much money you have. You're defined by your car, you're defined by your clothes, and we think that means something. And so we always live on the external, and we turn our power over to everybody else to determine our existence, and we don't really have a foundation for improvement. And the only thing that I know that makes us equal is one thing. All of us have 24 hours. So the question becomes, what are you going to do with your 24 hours? If you don't connect your heart and soul and to your mind, passion to your mind, to your intellect, and then to the American free enterprise system, and then to the world, you can't create options and you can't bring the resources of the world that's available out there to your own personal life. When you can't do that, then you can't connect. When you can't connect and you're walking around not engaged in the world that you live in, and you end up just being powerless and subject to the world's nuances based on what the world wants to do with you. And so you essentially become expendable. So the idea of making education relevant and work relevant and information relevant so that it has meaning and value based on your passion and based on your goals and based on your vision and based on your plan and based on your team. That's what I call authenticity, that allows you to maximize your potential based on your talents, based on your skills, and based on what you bring to the table.
Terrific.
You know, you're watching the Philippe Matthews shows. Now, let me just give you my opinion. He is the Oprah of internet. What that means is that he is getting together the biggest audience of people that want to make a difference in the world. And if that's you, you keep watching.